All right, everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the JourneyDan. We've actually played the first phase of the league. If you remember last time, I explained that you play each team once and then the league splits into two relegation playoff groups and a promotion playoff group. Before the season, we were second favourite for relegation. Let's see where we've ended up. But before we jump in, if you enjoy this video, please do leave a thumbs up, subscribe. If you are new around here, 70% of you guys aren't subscribed who watch, so I would very much appreciate it. It just helps the channel grow. Let's jump in. Not only does this league have a very interesting kind of structure, so obviously splitting into three and then you see who gets promoted and relegated from that, they've also got a really interesting first 11 squad requirement. So there has to be no more than 2 non-EU players in the playing 11, but also in the playing 11, you've got to have 1 under 20 player and 1 under 18 player. So obviously really good for developing youth, but really tough if you've just got a load of very poor quality young players, and I kind of do. So as you can see from the league table, we have finished smack bang in the middle, which is way better than expected. We started off pretty badly, very badly, if I'm going to be honest. We managed to wrestle a bit of form, find a system that works, that gets the most out of the players that we've got. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with mid-table. 25 points, I think, gives us a really good chance of at least not straight away succumbing to relegation. We are only 6 points clear of that 5th place, which is the relegation playoff. The bottom 2 get automatically relegated, but decent performances against teams that are around our level and worse than us. I think we'll be okay. So as you can see, the start of the season was, I'm not gonna lie, it was painful. We got a 1-0 win first day of the season against Cluj, but that is due to the fact that their 1 under 18 player got injured. They couldn't replace him. They had to play the game with 10 men. I think he went off after the 30th minute. Winnick to goal, 3 points. I thought we were going to find this easy. And then 3-2 and 4-1 and 2-0 and 2-0 losses. Not only that, but out of these 11 goals conceded, only 1 was from open play and 1 of them was a penalty. The rest were all set pieces. Corners, free kicks, either direct or indirect. It was painful. It felt like every goal we were conceding was just coming from a set piece. I was using the exact same set piece instructions, and I still am actually, the exact same set piece instructions that I was using at Aberdeen. That works really, really well. We were consistently kind of the best for conceding against set pieces, like be it corners or indirect or free kicks. We always conceded the least. And I just have to put it down to the fact that the players that I've got just weren't very good. After that, we progressed to the 5th round of the Cup, only for us to get knocked out in the next round when, after another loss, and then we nicked a 1-0 win against Polytechnica, I decided I'm going to forego a cup run, or at least an attempt at a cup run, to keep players fit, keep players fresh and ready for the league campaign, which at this point, I was pretty sure we were going to be in a relegation battle. So after that, a 0-0 and then a 1-0 win gave us 4 points from 2 games, and then back-to-back losses once again, kind of brought us back down to earth with a bang. But just before we entered November, we got a massive 4-2 win and then only lost 1 in the next 4 games. So did really, really well up until December. 2 wins, 2 draws and a loss. And that took us into the massive winter break. So basically all of December, all of January and most of February, we returned with a 1-1 draw and then followed that up with a 4-2 win against the other Polytechnica and a 2-0 win away from home against Buzau. As you can see, we found a little bit of solidity. We found some goals, we found a bit of form. That gave us the points to leave us in 10th. So things are all looking pretty good going into the relegation group. We've got 6 games to play, and I think if we can win 3 of them, maybe 2 and a couple of draws, I think we'll be okay. As you can see from the player performances as well, we are a long way away from the heady heights of our every player getting over a 7 back at Aberdeen. But like I say, it's important to temper my expectations and just try and get the best out of these players. We've got some players who are playing fairly well though. Vadim Gulshek, our best player, who is actually listed as a good player for most Liga 2 sides. So it really shows the level that we're working at, where our best player by a mile is just a decent player for that level. But he's got 11 goals and 16 and 2 assists. He's playing very well. Beerzu, who is a recent loan signing in the January window, has performed really well. Joshua Abaje, who is another striker we picked up kind of just after the summer transfer window closed. He's played 9 games, and he's just a bit of a physical presence up front. He's 6'1", he's determined, and for this level, decent work rate, finishing, heading, jumping reach. He helps out a lot. I have made the point a couple of times about the level that we are playing at, and you can really see that as the second lowest paying team in the league, I find wage is a very good barometer of the quality of your team, and we are one of the lowest. But you may be interested to know what kind of system we are running, and I have decided to embrace my full Viking Dyche. We are going with a compact 4-4-2 system. I'm playing with an attacking mentality because when we have the ball, I want my players to take chances, play through balls, play dangerous balls, try and take on a man to get us into that final third and try and get us some goals. And evidently it's working. But when we are defending, when we're out of possession, we're playing a much lower line of engagement. We are forcing players outside with a standard defensive line. So we're playing a low block, really, keeping it really compact in front of goal. And when the players enter our area, so like our half of the pitch, we are triggering the press a lot more. So we're really looking to put the pressure on them as they get into the pitch, hopefully force them into a quick pass or a rushed cross so we can get the ball back and quickly counter-attack. So we are counter-attacking when my goalkeeper's got it as well. We are hitting it up to that big man up top, up to that target forward, to try and bypass the defence who aren't very good at passing, surprisingly, and the midfield that aren't really that creative. So we're trying to get it up to the target man, up to our forwards, up to those players who can make the difference. And so far, so good. And in terms of what we're doing when we have the ball, we are playing a little bit wider to try and utilise those wingers in the 4-4-2. We're also looking for an overlap at right back because our right wing back is actually a natural right midfielder. So he's not great at it, but that's his natural game, is being a right midfielder. So we're looking for him to get on the overlap with Tutara being a slightly more narrow winger. I'm trying to get that kind of David Beckham-esque kind of slightly inverted winger, but with his strong foot on the outside so he can swing balls to the back post. You get what I'm getting at. And we're also playing slightly more direct, like I say, to get the ball up to the danger area nice and quick with a slightly lower tempo, because I realised when I was playing a higher tempo, my players were rushing and just hoofing it. I just want them to compose themselves, take a touch, and then get that ball up the pitch and try and make a difference. Our finances, though, don't look quite as healthy as they did at the start of the season. We had almost £1 million in the bank at the start. We're less than £400,000 right now. Our projection doesn't look too bad in the long term, so I think we're doing okay. On a personal note, though, we have finished our National A licence, so we've already done one, and we are currently studying for our Continental C licence as well. So 2 coaching badges whilst we've been here, or at least hopefully whilst we've been here, would be really good. It'll raise our reputation a little bit. It'll make us a little bit of a better coach. As you can see, I am now a 2-rated fitness coach, so doing those classes has really paid off. But also, interestingly, they've not offered us a new deal yet. Our contract is still up at the end of the season, so it'll be interesting to see if they want to keep us around, how we do in this second phase of the league, and potentially if there's any clubs at a slightly higher level that could come in for us. I think generally speaking, we've done a pretty good job with a team that was expected to be one of the favourites to get relegated, for us to finish mid-table and have a very good chance of staying up. A 38% win possession for a club in our situation. I'm happy with that, and I'm sure most fans of clubs that are expected to finish near the bottom will be happy with that as well. But there we have it, guys. I'm pretty happy with how the season's going so far. Hopefully we can carry our new good form into the second phase of the season. If you want to see how it goes, I'll be back live on Monday. We have got one friendly to play, and then we're going to see whether we can survive relegation. So it'd be great to see you there. The links are down below. Head over and drop me a follow. But as I said earlier, guys, if you've enjoyed this video, please do leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new around here. But that's it from me for now. I'll see you next time.